So this is traffic in New Jersey on the way to the airport. Takes a long time to do anything in this state because it's so congested. So we've got 2 miles to go to the airport. It'll probably take us 10 or 15 minutes to get there. Fortunately, I'm not driving. Welcome to New Jersey. I'm looking forward to being in Atlanta. Here I am waiting at the airport, going to get something to eat. My flight leaves in about an hour and a half, but the way things are these days, you gotta be here early. One of the contestants for the CAD competition has already had his flight canceled from from California. So hopefully he'll be able to pick one up tomorrow and get here in plenty of time. Flying just isn't what it used to be. You can't check bags anymore. You can't bring on carry-on bags anymore. You have to check everything. They nickel and dime you for everything. But the people that work here at the airport have been really, really sweet. So they must have to put up with a lot of cranky people. So do my best not to be cranky, and hopefully I'll be in Atlanta soon. And I'm looking forward to this show. Well, one thing is sure, the food at the airport certainly has gotten better. I'm sitting out in the middle here at Newark Airport. And you just go in this kiosk thing and you order your food. And there it is. And it's pretty good food. So this is a nice treat. So here we are at the Atlanta airport. Checking to get my bags. Trip was pretty good. Fell asleep on the plane, which is great because I'm going to be working all day. See you guys soon. Here we are in my room. I'll be living here for the next week. Big bed, little light, nice TV. I guess this will work. Hope I get some sleep. So it's Thursday night. I'm sitting in the bar. I'm writing stuff for the shows. Tomorrow morning when my conferences start, I won't be completely caught off guard. Pretty nice bar. Almost everybody here is for the show. If you've never been to a jewelry show, it's a really amazing social situation. I just met a guy who runs a really fascinating store in New Mexico. And I met some of my old regular friends, but it's really interesting to see what's going on in the jewelry trade. It looks like everybody's talking about being more handcrafted, handmade. That's what everybody wants.
So one of the things we have to deal with when we go to these shows is that we have to be places before everybody else. And here I am in my conference room, getting ready to set up, and in about 10 minutes, place will hopefully fill with people, and I got some panelists, and we'll be talking all about the jewelry industry. So we'll see how that goes. Early morning for me.
I got a break from my seminars, and I'm going to show everybody one of the parts of these jewelry shows that no one sees. So this is the Stuller booth, and this is my buddy Sean. So here's Sean, and here's what he's been doing. These booths don't just pop up.
They sure don't.
Everybody comes to these shows. How long you been here working on this booth, Sean?
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday?
Yes.
How many hours a day?
8 hours yesterday and about 4 today.
All right, and then tomorrow the show starts.
Tomorrow the show starts. Yeah.
And this will all be magical.
Right. And then on the last day, we tear it down in 3 hours.
In 3 hours, and then everything gets shipped out.
And ship it to New York.
And then you're going to New York.
I'm going to New York.
You'll be there Friday, Saturday?
I'm home for 2 days, and I fly to New York.
Wow.
I go from New York to Philadelphia, and then I go home.
So,
yes.
All you folks that go to these jewelry shows, and you think that this stuff just like magically appears, it doesn't. There's always a couple of guys like Sean.
A couple guys.
They're out here traveling and putting all this stuff together. So thanks, buddy.
Yep.
These new regulations, which are now set in stone, will be there for a long time. had a lot of effect on the stores in the business. And if you don't know that, if you're not aware of it, we want to help you get there. So that's what we're about. And having said that, we have an app for the show called Whova. Are you familiar with it? If you go there, you can rate this. If you like, you can tell them how wonderful we are. But you can also use it for everything else from the Atlanta show. It's really great app. So if you don't have it, you should get it. Yeah, with that said, I'm going to start down here with
So it's the last day of the show here in Atlanta. Everybody's a little bit tired, but it's been a great show. I caught up with a lot of my friends from South Carolina and Atlanta, and even some from Missouri and Montana. And that's one of the cool things the show's about. We've talked about marketing and techniques, and I've got some new YouTube subscribers. Now I'm even talking to one of the schools in Texas about maybe helping them out. So I've had a great time. My knee is still killing me, so I'm a little worried about getting on the plane, but I'm looking forward to meeting one more friend who's supposed to be here today, Jamie Jaffe. I really hope he makes it. Haven't seen him in a couple of years. We used to be business partners. And hey, you know, if you don't ever come to these shows, Atlanta's a great show to come to. It's very friendly. It's very easy to work with. The hotel is within walking distance of the thing. It's actually in the same building. And hey, you should get out to a show sometime. There's a lot to be learned. I think next August when I do this show again, I'm going to be at the bench teaching some more classes. And of course, next weekend, I'm going to be in New York at the Javits Center. And I'll be teaching bezel setting at the MJSA Expo. And a friend of mine's going to be teaching engraver cut French setting. So that'd be a great class. And I think they're like $25 and it's free to get into the show. Tools everywhere. All the things you could ever want. You know, it's a jewelry junkies, you know, circus. It's just great. So I hope I see you there, and I'll get back to you when I get on the plane. So show's over. I'm headed on. The flight's it's full, but they were nice enough to give me a bulkhead so that I could keep my legs straight. Everybody's been really sweet at the airline on United. And I'm going home a couple of days and I turn around and do the show again. So I'll be putting this video together and putting it out soon, and maybe you guys can see the inside life of somebody who travels around the shows and speaks and does all the things that I do, because it's an interesting life. It's a lot of fun. You meet great people and get to do a little traveling. So I'll see you soon. So I'm home finally from the Atlanta Jewelry Show. It was a long trip. I was there almost an entire week, and I had a fantastic time. Everybody there was wonderful. If you've never been to the Atlanta Jewelry Show, I have to highly recommend it. The education is fantastic. Everybody there is just wonderful. And I was vlogging on the way home, and we had an incident on the plane. Apparently, as we were getting ready to push out from Atlanta, a ground vehicle bumped the plane, and I have to say, they handled it so well. They told us all we all had to get off the plane. Everybody was very polite about deplaning, but they told us exactly what happened and exactly what was going on. There was none of this vagary of just technical issues or anything like that. They just told us it, and they had to check it, make sure everything was safe, and if it was, we'd get right back on the plane. And they said if it wasn't, they'd get us another plane as soon as possible. So everybody deplaned, and I was so impressed with the way the crew and the gate agents just handled everything that I decided to just do a little video about how polite everybody was getting off the plane and how the gate crew is making such a huge effort to keep everybody well informed. And I wasn't really focusing on anybody. It was just showing how people got off the plane and whatnot. And I had already had a fantastic experience because I showed up at the airport and I mentioned as I checked my bag that I had badly hurt my knee. I had a knee brace on and I couldn't bend it very much. And I asked if there was any way I could get maybe an aisle seat or something like that to accommodate my knee. And the gate agent told me that the plane was completely full and that I had the seat in the back. And I said, well, thanks for trying. I appreciate it very much. And apparently accepting that and saying thanks for trying was the key word, because 2 or 3 minutes later, he walks up to me and says, sir, I got you a bulkhead seat. And I said, well, thank you very much. And it really made a big difference to me because I didn't have to worry about, I'm 6'2", I didn't have to worry about somebody, smashing my seat when they recline my knee when they recline their seat or anything like that. And then when I got to the gate and it was time to get on, a lady walked up to me because I was limping and said, are you the gentleman with the bad knee? And I said, yes. She goes, please, when we allow people to get on who need extra time, please come on then and I'll walk you on. I said, really? She said, yeah, we want to accommodate you everywhere we could. I thought that was just so polite. And everybody in the crowd, could see I was limping. It was really nice. And we had 2 older ladies in wheelchairs, and they got on before me, and then I got on. So everything went really well. And then here I am now, as we're deplaning and waiting for the crew to tell us the specifics of things. I just thought I would just get a videotape of the crowd, video of the crowd being very neat and organized and everybody being polite and kind and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden a lady walks up to me and says, are you videotaping me? And I said, not really. I'm sort of just videotaping everybody. It's just a vlog. And she goes, I didn't give you permission to videotape me. You can't videotape me here. And I pointed out that there were 3 cameras and 2 other people actually videotaping at the same time. And she just had a meltdown. I said, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I don't think I have your face or even the top of your head in the video, but I'll check and I'll erase it. So when I got back on the plane, they checked the plane and everything was fine. Within 15 or 20 minutes, we were back on the plane and we got off. And yes, we were delayed, but everything went fine. The pilot made up some of the time in the air. So I went back and I looked at the video. And then I realized why the lady was being cranky with me. Apparently, clearly in my video, you could see that she was berating the United staff to a great degree. Just she pushed several other clients out of the way and walked up to the gate agents and just started sticking her finger in her face. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but she was very animated. The gate agents actually backed up, and she just had a fit, a meltdown. And it was something no one could help. And this is the only person in this entire week that I came across who was cranky. And it was so sad to see everybody making the best of a questionable situation. And then there's that one person that just has to be cranky and difficult. And, I felt so bad for the gate staff because they'd done such a great job. Anyway, I guess the message there is, no matter who you think you are or what you think you are, we're all in this together, and we should all just, be nice. Be nice to people. It doesn't hurt. So, had a great trip. Now I've got a couple days at home to catch up on some work and put this vlog together, and then I got to turn around and go to New York and do the JAMJSA Expo show, which is going to be very exciting for me. And I'll do a vlog about that too. So, thanks for watching.